Welcome back, JSN Unfiltered fans. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and also hit that notification bell. I appreciate all the support. I read all the comments. I want to talk about this Gilbert Arenes and Kwame Brown situation. I actually enjoyed watching their interactions when they were on Kwame's show. And so Gilbert right now, he's mad at Kwame for disrespecting him on live. That's basically what I get out of this. But I wanted to play this clip that he was on Vlad Fair Use, and I want to talk about what he says after then. Check this out.
Just wherever when it was cancer, let's just say that. It's just like it was. Like I can be honest now. We're not friends. We can be honest. He was a fucking drunk, man. He was a fucking drunk. That's what Kwame Brown was.
Wait, he was drinking?
He was a drunk. Had a bad game, drunk. Had a good game, drunk. Was bored, drunk. Like it's how he coped with life.
I mean, some people could pull that off. I mean, Dennis Rodman was a drunk, but
No, Dennis Rodman was a partier. Different.
He did drink a lot. I mean, he would show up to games hungover and stuff like that.
Hungover. From partying. He parties all night and play. Yes. Just drinking because, as soon as I leave practice, I'm drunk and I'm going to be drunk all day. I wake up by drunk. When he spazzed on everybody, drunk. He can't get in front of that camera sober. But I had to, like during this fight, I had to ask players and, coaches and like, yo, was Kwame Brown that bad? Because everybody I've talked to, like, yo, I remember I was talking to someone the other day, 2 days ago, and we were talking about, like, just alcoholics. And I was like, man, your old teammate was alcoholic. I was like, you played with him? It was like, no. I walked past him a couple times, and just bad. So I called one of our, people back in Washington. I was like, yo, was Kwame that bad? And it was like, it was bad. It was bad because it's like, he didn't have anyone. So he drunk. He had a bad game, drunk even more. I was like, well, fuck, if he had a bad game, that motherfucker always had a bad game, so he was always drunk. But he's,
I mean,
he's a fucking alcoholic, man. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and bullshit with you. That's the reason. That's the reason he played 13 years but only made $66 million. Because they always undercutted him because they had the alcoholic. He's just fucking drunker. Just drunk, dude. Just stop blaming everybody else. You didn't work out. You didn't train on your game. You didn't. Oh, if I'd have had a double-double. Well, you didn't have a double-double in rebounds. You couldn't get 10 rebounds. You didn't need the ball to get 10 rebounds. You just go after it. 5, 6, and 0. That was your stats. 5 points, 6 rebounds, or was it 6, 5, 0? 0 assists. Under 1 assist. Dallenberg made 100-something million. Omeka 4. I mean, Tyson made 170-something. Like, people made hundreds of millions in your same, just in our draft alone. The people say, why is he a bust? He made 66 million. Well, 66 million is great 66 million is great for a 31 pick. If I made 66 million for my career, 63 million, I'm a fucking hero. If he made the money I made, he's still a flop. That's how far off he was. If he made what I made, he's still a flop. Because the average number 1 player from 2001 to 2017 made an average of $212 million in their career.
Now, Gilbert Arenes is pissed at Kwame because Kwame said he's going to beat him up. He was going to come down to LA and beat him up. That's what he said. And if you watch the one video where basically Gilbert Arenes on live said he's going to hurt him. He said he's going to shoot him. I don't know if anybody saw that video, but check this out.
Man has to speak his own battle. What is your personal issue with me? He don't have one. That's why he can't.
You talk too much for one. How can I say
okay, cool.
Issue if you won't shut your goddamn mouth? And that's one of the problems. You try to sound all smart. Everybody on the internet know the person.
one thing that I learned about life is the person who wins the war get to tell the story. We saw it with Black History. We saw it with many men who are with a woman and she wins the child support battle and she leaves the husband and she goes and tell everybody he's a bad guy and this is why this is going on or whatever. So the person who wins the war get to tell the stories. Now, right now, Gilbert Arenes is winning the war of words with Kwame Brown. Kwame already said he's a petty guy, and is. I mean, even Gilbert Arenes said that he's a petty guy. And so right now he is on Vlad TV. Vlad is the biggest media right now. He got over 5 million subscribers. So these stories is going to be told more than, Kwame's channel, because Kwame's really not popping anymore. In the beginning he was. Everybody was getting content from him and then bringing it to the people, because that's what Kwame's model was. And Kwame fell out with a lot of people because he trusted too many people in this world. And a lot of the people who were backstabbing him is black people. Black people are backstabbing Kwame Brown. And it's sad but true. But Kwame allowed people to make money off his content, and then a few people got too close to him and backstabbed them. And then he was trying to reach out. I think this is my opinion. I think the last draw was when he tried to connect with Charleston White, and Charleston went off on him and Angela Stanton and a bunch of other people. And that was the last straw with the one guy. I forgot the guy's name, but they were going back and forth because he went down to the shoe drive that he was having and start calling him out about that. So I think many people that went to Kwame and they realized he was green, he was ignorant in this space, and he was just trying to help people, and they took advantage of him. So he's on a rampage. Now, when it comes to Gilbert Arenes, I mean, I call Kwame 50 Cent. I mean, he's not as smart as 50 Cent in a sense of monetizing like 50 Cent did. And he's not as dirty as 50 Cent, because 50 Cent is a dirty dude. Like, I don't know how people do business with him. He just happened to win all the time. But Kwame's not like that. But Kwame went after everybody. He was like how to rob. He went after Matt Barnes, called him Becky with the good hair. He went after Steven Jackson. He went after Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith. Anybody who talked to him, he got a voice, and he went after everybody. But now, he said something to Gilbert Arenes, and Gilbert Arenes, he played the game for a while, and he thought they were friends, But then Kwame started talking to him stuff that he did way back when they played, like how dirty this dude was, right? And so Gilbert was like, all right, well, we ain't friends then. Gloves are off. And so he's on this show saying he's a drunk. Is he a drunk? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's his business. If he was a drunk, he was a functional drunk because he went to work every day. I know drunks who they'll go to work, they'll make their money, and they go home and do them. Maybe basketball wasn't that important to Kwame. Some people, it's just a matter of getting there. A lot of people in the NBA or professional sports, they don't work on their games. They just go off of their talent. And Kwame had a talent for beating people up, I guess, right? Back in the day, there was people who would get into the NBA just because they can beat people up, like Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley wasn't a great scorer. He wasn't a great rebounder. He had years when he had good rebounding, but there it is. But so Gilbert said that he's a drunk, and that's why he wasn't good at basketball. I'm not going to say he was. Nobody was there but him. Gilbert knows. But I do question that Kwame couldn't get 10 rebounds. That bothers me. Like, you 7 foot tall and you couldn't get 10 rebounds a game? It don't make sense to me. At least you can get 10 rebounds. Strong as you are. I mean, you was watching Shaq. Scoring should be your thing. But you lost confidence. Everybody, do y'all remember when Kobe Bryant got mad because Kwame got scared during crunch time, and he told Kobe not to pass him the ball because he don't want to go to the free throw line. And Kobe is like, why would a professional athlete say something like?
I don't feel the way towards that. I gotta say, it was tough doing that year. I was playing with guys, God bless them, Kwame Brown. I had one game right before. Guys, by the way, what I say here, I say directly to them. See what I'm saying? So I don't talk behind people's backs. Things that I say to you, I'm comfortable saying it to them, and I said this to them. But like the game before we traded for Powell, we were playing Detroit. I had like 40 points. Towards the end of the game, this was Detroit had a huge chance. So we had no business being in the game. So that was stretch of the game, they put a box in one of them. And so I was surrounded by these players, Detroit players, and Kwame's under the basket all by himself. Literally, like all by himself. So I'm passing the ball, and bobbles, it goes out of bounds. So we go back to the timeout, I'm pissed, right? And he goes, hey, I was wide open. Yeah, I know. This is how I'm talking to him during the game. It's like, I'm getting well. He's like, I said, you're going to be open today, Kwame, because my sheets told me. Well, I'm over that person. I'm like, huh? He said, no, don't talk to me. I said, why not? He said, well, I'm nervous. If I catch it, they found me, I won't make the free throw. I said, hell no. I go to Phil, I say, hey, Phil, man, think about the game, man. He's like, nah, let me figure it out. So we lose the game. So I'm in the locker room, I'm steaming. We get to Toronto, I'm furious. And if I get called, I say, you know what? We got something that's happening with the Powell. All right, cool. So the first thing we do, Powell, we're going to take a roll. I slip in the ball, catch it.
And that's what I agree with. You got enough money, $66 million, to get a hoop inside the house, not just outside the house, inside the house, so you don't even have to get rained on. You're 7 foot tall. You can't make a free throw. You can't rebound. You're getting 6. Point guards get 6. So, Gilbert is right about that. And then you did underachieve in that league. Yes, I think you were content with making $66 million. No one like us that's our pedestrian will make $66 million, but you could have made $300 million just by practicing. The sports pay you to practice. Unbelievable. So that's all I'm saying. Like, he's right. Tyson Chandler and all them other guys that was in your draft got paid a lot more because they were worth more to their team. I think Tyson Chandler won the championship, and he was the key contributor with Dallas Mavericks. But anyway, what y'all think about what Gilbert Arenes is saying on Vlad TV? Leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.